So Matt Gaetz isn't the only one of Donald Trump's appointees that are in trouble before they start. Now, Matt Gaetz has already said he's withdrew his name from consideration for Attorney General. But who's the other one? Well, Pete Hegseth may have to drop out of the running for head of the Department of Defense. There's a lot of question about Hegseth, stuff involving sexual assault allegations, sexual harassment allegations, drinking, and other personality traits and personal behaviors that they are saying may derail him getting through the Senate confirmation process. So it is now being reported that at least one name has come forward as a potential replacement for Pete Hegseth as head of the Department of Defense. Who might that be? Well, there is some consideration that Donald Trump may pick Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to be head of the Department of Defense. Now, those two were rivals going into the 2024 primary, and I don't know what will happen there. But it's interesting that DeSantis may be in the running. He only has 2 years left as governor of Florida, and he's not eligible to be reelected. He's not very popular. Some people thought he would appoint himself to replace Marco Rubio when Marco Rubio gets nominated for Secretary of State as senator from Florida. So we'll see what happens there, but it's just interesting that DeSantis is now at least a potential candidate for one of two positions, one within the Trump administration, maybe a senator, and would then no longer be governor of Florida. And I don't know what connections DeSantis has to, military. I know he had some service where he was, I think he was the one that had some time as like a sample collector when they were doing random drug tests, I believe, something like that. But I don't think he had very long service, but we'll see. It's just interesting that his is one of the names floating to replace Pete Hegseth, and that they're even considering replacing Hegseth because, Donald Trump only picks the best. So we'll see what happens, but DeSantis could be on the short list as the next nominee for head of the Department of Defense in the incoming Trump administration.